Hey everybody. Hey, I want to do a quick overview on how to access musictheory.net and turn in assignments and things like that based on that platform. But first off, I want to make sure to encourage you to get outside any chance you possibly can. Even though I'm still staring at a computer, I felt like it was such a beautiful day. I had to get outside, so we're here in Stewart Park checking things out. So just make sure anytime you can, you get outside because we're all staring at our computer way too much, myself included. So a couple things about musictheory.net. First off, a little bit of an overview on the website if you haven't checked it out already. Most of what you're going to be doing is up here in the top left. You'll see that they have tons of lessons on a lot of different activities and different subjects. Okay, there's actually quite a bit there. We'll look at one of those in a moment. Then you can also drill or kind of test yourself using the exercises tab, and you could, like I said, test yourself or drill yourself on everything from notes, note identification on a piano keyboard to building scales, to even like note ear training, like if you want to try to develop perfect pitch or identifying intervals, things like that. Okay, and then the tools resources is pretty cool too. We're not going to use it as much for what we do, but you could certainly explore it on your own. And there's some neat things in there you can check out, okay? So I want to show you a couple things on each of these. So with the lessons, if you click on any of these, I'm going to do the one on chords. So I'm going to scroll down here to Introduction to Chords, but you could do any of them. When you click on them, it just gives you kind of a visual demonstration and some text to read below. And once you're done reading the text, hit the arrow advancing to the next thing. And it's important that you do that because as you advance, it'll start to fill in some images and things like that. You'll also notice as you move along, there's going to be a few slides that have this kind of microphone icon, okay, or the sound icon where it kind of fills in and it's not grayed out anymore. And if you click that, I don't know if you can hear that on my computer, if you click that, it'll go ahead and play the sound that's related to the slides. So not all of the slides have that, but when they do, it's definitely worth selecting so you kind of get the aural component along with the visual, okay? So that's the lessons side of things. If you go to the exercises, okay, then there's, again, like I said, a ton of different things here. I'm going to pick one. I'm just going to pick scale. What was I going to do? There we go, scale identification. And so I'm going to reset something really quick. Sorry about that. Okay, so then it'll just give you a scale, and I want you to take a look at it and say what kind of scale it is, major, minor scale. Some drill exercises will have like an audio component as well that you want to make sure you hear. So in this case, I'm going to just look at it and then say what kind of a scale it is. In this case, that's a harmonic minor. And then it'll play it for you, right? And then it just gives you another one, and you just keep going. Now, that's cool, but what's really awesome about this is that for you, you can tailor every exercise specifically to what you want to work on. So if you click this settings icon in the top right, here, I can pick a lot of things. I can pick which scales I want to test. Maybe I only want to do natural minor and major. Or maybe I want to look at some of my modes down here, okay? Or I want to show certain ranges. I want to filter by key signature. Some of these questions don't apply to everything. But if you want to switch clef, like you don't want to read them in treble clef, you want to switch them to bass clef or alto clef or both, right? So you can kind of go in and customize the types of questions that you want to ask, okay? What's also cool is you can do challenge mode, if I can get to it, there we go. And in challenge mode, you can set a time limit for yourself. And then what you do after that, if I'm going to be able to do this right, there you go, is then you can start the challenge and you see you have a running counter up there and you can see how many you can get done and how fast you can get them done. Okay, so you can set up a question limit and get the highest percentage or a time limit and get the most questions, all right? So when you're just free exploring on musictheory.net, those are some of the things that you can be doing. Now, I'm going to start giving you some assignments, and so I want to show you how to check out the assignments that I give you and then how to turn those in, okay? So I'm gonna kind of pop open, you're gonna get a document that's probably gonna look different than this. So I apologize, and of course now I'm getting the rainbow wheel of doom, but in some way I'm gonna supply you with some sort of URL, okay? And so you would go ahead and copy that URL, and then go put it into your browser. And what this is going to do is it's going to take you to an exercise that I created with certain parameters. So you were able to go and make your own exercises, but maybe I want to set some like, hey, I want to test you on treble clef, major keys, or whatever. And I get to pick, is it a timed thing? Is it challenge mode, etc. So you're going to get a special link from me, and then you put it in. And in this case, it's one that has a challenge. So I'm going to hit start challenge, and I'm just going to go through this. This is not a 15-minute challenge, I hope. There's just a certain number of questions. So I'm just going to kind of go really quick. That was maybe a bad example. It's going to take longer than I thought. Sorry. I'm going to try to just get through this as fast as I can. You'll see there's a progress bar up top. This is really lame. This is taking longer than I thought. Sorry, I'm just going. Getting all of them right. Some of them, it's just a question of, you try to get done as fast as you can. We're going to get there. We're almost there. Man, I'm doing so good at this test. Sorry about this. Main thing is I want to show you when you're done. When you're done. There we go. Oh, did I seriously just start again? Okay. Well, when you're done, I'm going to end the challenge, okay? And you can see I had 2 attempts. The first one I did where I got a 69%, and then the second attempt, which I didn't really do. But what you do is you pick the attempt that you did the best at. So I'm going to click my high score here, and then it brings you this progress report, okay? And I'm going to enter my name. Sure, why not? Enter your name. I signed the report, and then here you get a code, and this is a code you need to share with me, and I will be able to punch in the code and see your name. Do put your real name, by the way. I made something up. Put your real name in. You'll be able to copy this code or the link to here, either way, and share that with me. So you click copy code. It's now copied to your clipboard, or you can just highlight, drag it, whatever you want to do, and then share that with me in Google Classroom in whatever format I ask you to do, and I'll be able to pull up all the results, okay, and see that you did it and how well you did.